Adil katalino, bacuramit kasaruga, basingat kajubata, arus. Now close your eyes and imagine you listen to the wind, the rustling trees, and the heartbeat of the river. These are not just sounds, these are the voices of my ancestors, echoes of a land that existed long before us and must continue long after us if you protect it. My name is Jhonatan Pratama from the heart of the rainforest, West Kalimantan, Indonesia. I'm Dayak, guardian of the forest, child of the rivers, and I stand here not just as one person, but as a voice among many fighting to keep our identity alive. Our land is not just a place, it is our mother, our history, and our future. Without it, we are lost. Without our culture, we are silenced. And without recognitions, we are erased. For generations, we live in the balance with nature, taking only what we needed and giving back in the gratitude. But today, that harmony is under attack. The trees that sheltered us are failing. The rivers that fed us are drying and our traditions are fading. And yet, we are still here. Some says we are people from the past, but what could be more relevant than protecting the earth? What could be more necessary than preserving wisdom that has sustained life for centuries? We are not reclicks. We are the keepers of the future. Imagine what happened when a home is stolen, when a forest is cut down before the next generations can hear its stories, when a river is poisoned before a child can drink from its waters. This is not just environmental crisis. It is cultural erasure, historical theft, and violations of rights. Once they called it progress, but at what cost? Villages displaced, families stripped it on their land, elders mourning sacred places lost forever. They take our forests and live silence. They take our rivers and live ways. They take our stars and live absence. But silence is not our destiny. Our stories are resistance. As long as we speak, we exist. As long as we sing, we endure. And as long as we share our truth, we will never be forgotten. We fight not just for the land, but for memory, languages, culture, and for the rights we exist without fear. Our ancestor fought so we could be here. Now it's our turn. This is the reason why I founded the Pataman Talino Foundations to empower Indigenous youth through education, storytelling, and cultural revival. Because I believe when we reclaim our stories, we reclaim our power. Through films, we expose the truths they try to erase. Every frame is proof of our resilience, our refusal to be silenced. Our music is not just sound, but it's our identity, survival, and resistance. Because when we sing, we remember. And when we play, we declare we are still here. But this fight is not easy. We face threats from those who profit from our silence. We lack resources, but we do not lack courage. We face obstacles, but we do not turn back. This is bigger than the one community. The forest we protect give oxygen to the world. The wisdom we preserve holds answers to their crisis. This is not just indigenous fight, it is a human fight. And what and that is why I stand before you today because we cannot do this alone. We need allies, we need voices, and we need actions. You have power, please use it. Stand with indigenous communities, speak against injustice, and support organizations that fight for our rights. Learn from us, don't erase us. Because the questions is not whether you can make a difference. The questions is, will you? I dream of future where our forests still stand, where our rivers run free and our children grew up knowing who they are, not as reclicks, but as the builders of the future. We are Dayak, we exist, and we resist. We will never stop fighting because fighting for our land is fighting for life. And fighting for our identity is fighting for justice. And fighting for justice is fighting for the future of this planet. So, if you believe in justice, human rights, and the protection of the planet, please stand, speak, and fight with us. Because I believe when we work together, we are becoming stronger. Saya agi kadek bukek diri, kami le agi kadek bukek ampai. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? We can take actions. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Sambut singkap.